Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
जय
Krishna
श्री
Krishna
कृष्ण
Hare
चैतन्य
Ram
प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण everyone. So today is the 12th of December, Tuesday, and it is Margasesha Masa or Keshava Masa, Krishna Paksham, and Amavasya Tithi. So there are no Vaishnava events today. We shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sutta Goswami is narrating to the Savanakati sages about the awkward position of Parikshit Maharaj and the Muni Dashimika Rishi. He is in the transcendental position. So Parikshit was thirst with extreme hunger and extreme thirsty and extreme hunger. So in that condition, and he did not receive any welcoming words. He did not receive any water or any food. So at that time he was a bit angry, and he has done the reactive thing, so which he has never done towards a Brahmana. Abhutapurvaha sahasa kshutrubhyam adhitatmanah Brahmanam prati abhut Brahman matsaro manyurevacha. So likewise he was angry towards a Brahmana. And then Satu Brahma Rusheram se Gatasum Uragam Rusha Vinirgechan Dhanushkotya Nidaya Puramagataha. When he was returning back to his kingdom, at the time he has taken a dead snake and put on the Amshe on the shoulders of the Semik Rishi, who is in the meditation, deep meditation. So after that, Sukha Goswami is saying that when he was returning back to his kingdom, he was thinking about that. But this Muni, Semik Rishi, he was in the meditation and he has closed his eyes. Whether it is the real one, whether he is really in the meditation, or whether he is pretending that to receive a Kshatriya, who is in the second important in the Varnashrama Dharma. The first is always Brahmana. So here he was thinking in such a way. So likewise, Sutta Goswami is saying, we are in the first canto, chapter 18, verse number 31. येष किं निभृत अशेष कर्णो मीलित ईक्षणः मृषा समाधिः आहोस्वित् किं नु स्यात् क्षत्रबन्धुभिः येष किं निभृत अशेष कर्णो मीलित ईक्षणः. So otherwise, so he is thinking whether this Nibruta Ashesha, this is meditation mode, Nibruta Ashesha, Karano Milita Ikshanaha, and he has closed his eyes and the senses, Karano Milita Ikshanaha, closed eyes. So likewise, he is thinking, he has seen that one. He is in the Nibruta Ashesha Karano Milita Ikshanaha. So he is contemplating. Yeshakim. What is contemplating? Mrusha Samadhihi Aho. And whether it is the false trance Mrusha Samadhihi Aho. So whether he is situated like that, Mrusha Samadhihi Aho, sweet. So it is appearing like that. Kim nu syat Kshatrabandhubihi. Otherwise, to receive a Kshatrabandhu who is lower than the Brahmana, Kshatrabandhubihi, or who is the relative of a Kshatriya who is not a really Kshatriya. So likewise, he is thinking, contemplating himself. So likewise, Suta Goswami is saying, Mrisha Samadhihi ahosvit kim nu syat Kshatrabandhubihi. So translation for this verse. So upon returning, he began to contemplate and argue within himself whether the sage had actually been in meditation with senses concentrated and eyes closed, or whether he had just been feigning trance just to avoid receiving a lower kshatriya. So purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The king, being a devotee of the Lord, did not approve of his own action and began to wonder whether the sage was really in a trance or was just pretending in order to avoid receiving the king, who was a kshatriya and therefore lower in rank. Repentance comes in the mind of a good soul as soon as he commits something wrong. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura and Srila Jiva Goswami do not believe that the king's action was due to his past misdeeds. The arrangement was so made by the Lord just to call the king back home, back to Godhead. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, the plan was made by the will of the Lord, and by the will of the Lord, the situation of frustration was created. The plan was that for his so-called misdeed, the king could be cursed by an inexperienced Brahmana boy infected by the influence of Kali, and thus the king would leave his heath and home for good. His connections with Srila Sukadeva Goswami would enable the presentation of the great Srimad Bhagavatam, which is considered to be the book incarnation of the Lord. This book incarnation of the Lord gives much fascinating information of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, like his Rasa Leela with the spiritual covered damsels of Rajabhumi. This specific pastime of the Lord has a special significance because anyone who properly learns about this particular pastime of the Lord will certainly be dissuaded from mundane sex desire and be placed on the path of sublime devotional service to the Lord. The pure devotee's mundane frustration is meant to elevate the devotee to a higher transcendental position. By placing Arjuna and the Pandavas in frustration due to the intrigue of their cousin brothers, the prelude of the Battle of Kurukshetra was created by the Lord. This was to incarnate the sound representative of the Lord, Bhagavad Gita. So, by placing King Parikshit in an awkward position, the incarnation of Srimad Bhagavatam was created by the will of the Lord. Being distressed by hunger and thirst was only a show, because the king endured much even in the womb of his mother. He was never disturbed by the glaring heat of Brahmastra released by Ashwadhama. The king's distressed condition was certainly unprecedented. The devotees like Maharaja Parikshit are powerful enough to forbear such distresses by the will of the Lord, and they are never disturbed. The situation in this case was therefore all planned by the Lord. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So in this one, Prabhupada is glorifying and the devotees like who are in the there, even though they do small thing, they contemplate whether they have done anything wrong. So that is the good quality of the devotees. And here Prabhupada is also saying a devotee, he will never ever consider that he is on that level, good or something. He is a kshatriya, or the lower in the rank. So and also this is also Trunadapi Sunijirina Tarorapi Sahishnuna. So likewise Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, all our Guru Parampara, They are always in that mood. So here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Goswami, they are saying that king's action was due to his past was. They do not believe that king's action was due to his past misdeeds. So in the Bhagavatam also there are no past history of Parikshit Maharaj that he has done differently. So we see only auspicious activities. So all the astrologers, expert astrologers, they predicted that he even compared to the Lord Ramachandra and also Yudhishthira and also Vishnu and all the great personalities in the previous histories. So or he whatever he has done, it is all auspicious. So it is not by his past deeds. And this is the Lord's arrangement. And also here Brahmana boy, who is Shringi, he was infected by the influence of Kali. So that is the only thing we could see here because of the age of Kali. And also Srimad Bhagavatam, it is again which is the incarnation of the Idam Bhagavatam Nam Puranam Brahma Samhitam. This is the Brahma incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form in book incarnation. And the Rasa Leela is the very confidential and transcendental pastime of the Lord. Whoever hears carefully, attentively from the bona fide spiritual master, he would be completely dissuaded from mundane sex desires and placed on the path of sublime devotional service to the Lord. So that is very beautiful point. And also this is the awkward position for the Pandavas and Arjuna, so that Bhagavad Gita come into position. So whatever has happened, we could also see in our day-to-day lives what is happening to our life when we are taking some very important decisions. At the time, there may be some obstacles. It is, if it is easily resolvable, then it is all right. Otherwise, even though we tried in all ways and still it is not possible, so we need to understand that Krishna is doing something behind for our good sake. So this is the a devotee always in the positive direction. So here Vishwanath Chakravarti and Jiva Goswami are also just saying that it is this was to incarnate the sound representation of the Lord Bhagavad Gita, and also here the awkward position for Parikshit is the incarnation of Srimad Bhagavatam was created by the will of the Lord, and everything else is only a show, hunger and thirst. And Parikshit, he was in the womb, Mathu Garbhagato Viraha, and he was in the womb of his mother Uttara. At the time, he was a Veera. He was even able to bear the effulgence coming from the Brahmastra. So that was Madhu Garbhagato Veeraha. He was the Veera in the womb of his mother itself. And he was able to tolerate that kind of Brahmastra. So here outside, he is now pure devotee. He has got all the good qualities. Now, say this hunger and thirst, it is just a cause. They are powerful enough to forbear such distresses. By the will of the Lord, they are never disturbed. So this entire situation is planned by the Lord. So this is what once again we see. Dehopi Daivashakaha Kalu Karma Yavat Swarambakam Prati Samikshata Eva Sasuhu. A devotee's body, all his activities, senses, everything is under the control of the divine supervision. Dehopi Daivashakaha Kalu Karma Yavat. All activities. Swarambakam Prati Samikshata Eva Sasuhu. Whatever he has started, all his activities, Swarambakam Prati Samikshata Eva Sasuhu. All of his senses as well. So this is the Lord's tam saprapancham adhiroda samadhi yogaha. So this is Lord's by the we love the Lord. Everything is by the will of the Lord. So here, Parikshit, it is the awkward position for Parikshit from his angle. And for the devotees who are all hearing this one, they can understand perfectly all the situations. Okay, so that is a very beautiful purport. So likewise, Suta Goswami is here saying that one to Saunakadi sages. Yesha kim nibruta ashesha karno milita ikshanaha musha samadhihi aho sweet kim nusyat kshatra bandhabihi. So that is the from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is the letter to Advaita, November 15th, 1969, London. It is a small letter. Can I request any dear devotees to read this letter?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I try, please?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. My dear Advaita, please accept my blessing. I think you have much for your Thank you very much for your letter date November 2, 1969 and the booklet of essays. There are improvement to be made because the essays are not adjusted on the right side. Beside that, it is being printed not on the glazer paper. The photographs has not come out very distinctly. Also the cost is not very satisfactory. The Nippon company is printing our BTG at 10 cent, but the size is bigger. The paper are more. There are color printers, color pictures, and glazer paper. In that comparison, 6 cent cost is not very favorable. You have also printed 20,000. Anyway, it is printed in our press. If the cost is equal or little more, we do not mind. But but from the business point of view, you should note down the points. I have heard from the Tamal Krishna that this press arrangement is made very nicely and you are doing excellently. Now my manuscripts of books are ready for at least 12 books. So according to your estimate, if you think you small be able to publish 6 books in a year uh, beside our BTG, then you have got 2 years arrangement already. Regarding composition, the matters is going very slowly. So if you have any ideas how it can be centralized in the Boston, please give me your suggestion. Please offer my blessing to the others. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Here, Prabhupada is considering the printing the books and cost. We have to think about as a businessly when we do some process. And yeah, Prabhuji, I found it only that. So we have to balance all the economic things, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Straight away, very summarized bullet point. Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Any other points, dear devotees? So here in this letter, Prabhupada is mentioning about the Dye Nippon company is printing back to Godhead at 10 cents. Size is bigger, papers are more, there are more color pictures and glazed paper. So in that comparison, 6 cents cost is not very, very favorable. So Here, these books are permanent asset for a life. They will come for a life. So when we print, when we consider any transcendental assets, they need to be the fine quality in all respects, so that the devotees, they keep it for a life and pass it to the generations. So that is very, very important. So all our deities and the process, the temple and everything, it comes for a generations. Okay, so that is what my takeaway from this letter as well. Any other points, dear devotees? Okay, so and from the announcement's point of view, so today evening we have got preaching practice session, and today the speaker is Radha Sevika Mataji, and tomorrow, that is today at 8 p.m. 8 to 9, and tomorrow is our Kirtan evening, and our regular events again after that. I don't have much updates, and also I request all the devotees to kindly take the opportunity to be present for the chanting as early as possible, as much as possible. That is very, very important. That is life and soul. That is where all our austerities and penances must go, chanting. So all this hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Katha, Devotees Association is everything, a routine to chant attentively, to please Krishna, to keep Krishna in the heart. So that is my kind request. Take this opportunity and as much as possible, just overlap your chanting with the devotees, among the devotees association. It's a kind request. Okay, that is the update from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any further updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Otherwise, dear devotees, if you also let me know what is the best time for your chanting, if you send me, then we will see what needs to be done for the chanting as well. And if you think you wanted to chant in the association, devotees association. So when we are this session, even though it is 5:30 to 6:30, but we are just opening bit earlier and keeping it open for later on also. So this is only given opportunity for the devotees to take the devotees association to chant among the devotees. So please kindly be present if you are chanting. Otherwise, if it is different time, that is fine, in the evening or something like that. Early morning chanting is the most precious thing. Okay, that is from me. Any other updates, dear devotees? Yes, if there are no further updates, we shall conclude and continue with japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Kalpataruvishya kripa sindhuvasya
Vaitanam
patinam
Bhavani
pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandat pranam. Happy Krishna Consciousness Day. Thank you.
Thank you. Jai Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita